available to you. Right. Okay. So I think something I must just share before we actually get started. Let me just duplicate this quickly. Right. So now we're going to be doing 2017, question paper 2017. I did 2019 with the class that I had earlier. Okay. We didn't manage to get through all of it. In fact, we probably wouldn't even get through all of a question paper from start to finish if we had 3 hours. Okay. So how then we have to approach that is have to pretty much provide you guys with suggested answers, and then we go on to explain where this and that is coming from. Okay. But before I go any further, I just want to quickly talk to, if you go under more resources and you go to, and you click on this exam revision schedule, you will see, did I click on it already? You will see the following, and this is pretty much how I'm hoping to get through our content. Let me just zoom in a little more over here. Okay, right, so we are here. We're going through 2017, all right? Then tomorrow we're going to go through the remark, which is now with the law. So here I'll be in room, this is group 1, lecture room 19. Okay, I'll be in lecture room 19 also for group 2. If you guys are available and you want to come through for that, you can come through for that. I will upload the 2021 paper that I'll be actually going to do tomorrow. Because it's not the same 2021 paper that you have on the e-library, okay? And then from there onwards, wherever I have time with you guys, it's literally an opportunity for you to say, sir, I've got this question, I've got that question, in relation to any of the content in the textbook, okay? So we won't actually be having like class. If we have a face-to-face venue, I'll be at the venue. And then you guys can come and ask me questions. Okay. For the online one, I'll come to campus on Wednesday for people who want to see me, because after this week you guys can't see me basically. So if you also want to make appointments, but first and foremost, I'd like to use up this stuff because I have other work that I obviously need to do before I leave, because I won't be around for like 3 weeks. So I need to make sure that I do those. So let's use up that time first. First come, first serve, obviously, and then we can then book out other time slots. All right, so I'm a bit pressed for time, but I'm trying to make that time available to you guys. So if you need to see me, then at least that opportunity was there. Alternatively, when I get back, so the 21st, 22nd, you guys right on the 23rd, again, you'll have those 2 days. I'll open it up for you guys to come see. Okay, right. That's it. Let's get into our session for today. So as you can see here, usually I put this all into my OneNote, and then I begin to do the question with you guys. That's what we've been doing the whole semester. But as you can see, I haven't had a chance to actually fill this stuff out for 2027. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to display one of the suggested answers that I was working through with one of my students, and then we will try and work it from there. So you guys, most of you guys have the actual question paper. I'll ask you if you can share with her. That would be great, because I want us to be following. Okay? Yes? Great. Thank you. So let's get that. Let's get this 2017 paper. Maybe it's one of these. Is this it? This is the question paper. So let's try this one. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, this should be it. Yep, there we go. Okay, right. So again, theory questions, guys, I am going to not be doing theory questions with you, because theory questions, it's a matter of opening that textbook that we've been using the whole semester and looking at my slides. If the information is not on my slides, which usually has everything, then it definitely should be in the textbook, okay? But you usually find that the information that's there in your textbook, I mean, the information that's on my slides is usually sufficient, all right, for most of the stuff. So if you look at your question paper, all right, now for those who don't have a question paper, please, for any of the other sessions, I would advise download it. Because the thing is, I print out papers, but I don't know how many people are going to attend, because our attendance is quite poor at this time of the semester. So it's one of those things. I don't want to print stuff and then I didn't have students to give it out to. So question 1 is quite long. It's made up of several short questions, okay? But yeah, so I'll just be reading through the question and explaining. So if we look here on question 1, okay, they say company is a registered VAT vendor, bought machinery for 210,900, including VAT on 1 October. Machinery is depreciated at 20% per annum according to the straight line method. The financial year end, all right, is 30 June each year, okay? Then it goes on to say calculate the cost price, depreciation, accumulated depreciation, carrying value of the new machinery for each of the following financial year ends. Okay, right. Okay, so I think we are going to need to obviously produce the timelines, at least complete the table provided below. Okay, so first things first. So I'll do my thing over here. So we know that when was the machinery bought? 1 October, yes. What year? 2015. Okay. And we know that our first year end is 30 June 20 what? And then the next financial year is 30 June 17. Okay. Right. So again, if we look at our question, what do they want us to answer? The cost price. How do we calculate the cost price? We want the cost of this machinery, because they gave it to us in the question, right, of 200, but the problem with that is it's including that. We know whenever we do depreciation calculations, it must be excluding that, because we would have claimed back the VAT there as input VAT, all right, so we can't include that, okay? So let's see here. So there you can see, you should be very comfortable with this calculation. We did the calculations according to the VAT calculation, the VAT amount that we have currently, which is 15%. Okay, this was what, 2017. So in 2017 you would have used 14%. But guys, if you are doing any previous questions, still work on 15%, because in your exam they're going to test you on 15%. Okay, so there's your calculation there. 210,900 times 100 divided by 150. And then boom, there you go. The cost price doesn't change just because we're now in a different year. Okay? They haven't alluded to us buying any additional. What is this? What asset is this? Machinery. Okay? So we just copy and paste. Okay, then depreciation. Okay. For up till 30 June 2000 and we have to say how many months is that? Okay, so since this was 1 October, we can include October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and then June. So that's 9 months. Let's see, did we use 9 months? Yes, we used 9 months. And we said it was 20% depreciation rate, and they said the straight line method. So fortunately, we don't need to calculate. We don't need to do the diminishing. So there you go. Did I hit record? Let me just double check here. I think I did. Okay, fortunately, I did exactly that. Okay, so there you go. There's our depreciation in the first year. And therefore, because this is the first year, that's also going to be your accumulated depreciation. All right. Then it says the carrying value. You know, carrying value is your cost minus your accumulated depreciation. All right. And that's exactly what we did. All right. So there you have your answer there for the first bit. All right. Go to the second year. Okay, cool. We already spoke on the cost. Then we say depreciation. Okay, cool. This time we have it for a full 12 months. Right? So there's nothing to apportion there. And then our depreciation is 36,678. 26 cents. All right. Now accumulated depreciation, can you see we're adding what depreciation we had in the previous year and adding it to the depreciation we have this year, and voila, there's our accumulated depreciation. And therefore, the carrying value is 119,204. Okay? 34 cents. And that's your question 1. Okay? I doubt you get a paper much like this, but again, guys, they're asking you the same content. Okay? They're asking you pretty much the same content. So you should look into these papers. It would be a good idea. All right. See the different ways that they could ask you these questions. Then here, what are they asking? LambCC bought a computer for 35,000 on 1 January 2016. Okay, let's just go to the required first. Calculate the profit or loss on disposal of the computer. Indicate clearly if it is a profit or a loss. Okay, again, this is another depreciation question. All right, so here they say bought up 35,000 1 January 2016. Of this equipment is depreciated 15% per annum according to the straight line method. Okay, the computer was sold on 30 June 2017. All right, for 28,000. The financial year end is 30 June. Okay, so we're still working with 30 June. Okay, no problem. So let's quickly do our timeline. Okay, we sold it on 30 June 2017. So here 28,000. Okay, and I'm just going to put an S for sold. Okay, and we bought the computer 1 Jan 2016. So I'm just going to erase this and erase that and put 1 here, and here we bought. So I'm just going to put B there for bought, and we bought that for 35,000. All right. Okay. Did it tell us here when our financial year end is? The financial year end, yeah, 30 June. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so this is perfect. Right. Calculate whether we made a profit or a loss. Things first. How do we calculate whether we made a profit or a loss on the disposal of an asset? We know that it is your selling price. Maybe let me do this in a different color. Your selling price on disposal minus the carrying value. That'll give you either a profit or a loss. Okay, so the selling price we already know is this 28,000. But what we don't know is the carrying value. To get the carrying value, we need to know the depreciation that took place. So from 1 January all the way until here, how many months is that? That's 6 months. Okay, this is 6 months. And then from here until here, that's a full 12 months. Okay. So again, it's on straight line. We know that it's how